This is BVI Channel 1, and I am also Chinedu Peters. Today on Matters Horizon, I have a special guest, a man on a mission, a man you need to know, and a man whose time has come. Watch this, and I'll be right back. Nigeria is broken. Over 115 million people still living below poverty line. The future of the youth have been destroyed. Recycled old politicians have driven Nigeria to the middle of nowhere. And hope for freedom remains uncertain. Which way, Nigeria?
People who are in authority always look like they're so powerful. But if we, the Davids, rise up and challenge them and confront them, you will find that they can fall. So we underestimate our power. And that's what Nigerians need to get out of. I am taking my own responsibility as a citizen. Look, I don't have to run for president. I can sit down, I'm a professor, ex-central banker, I can make money in consulting, I can just go around and live a quiet life and enjoy my success. But what does that mean when 100 million people, 120 million people are living in absolute poverty? I now need to make the sacrifice, which is the sacrifice I'm making, the sacrifice of my time, the sacrifice of my life and limb and security, the sacrifice of my resources. So I'm acting as a citizen of Nigeria who has a vested interest in the well-being of this country. So imagine if you had a president or a governor who fought along the same lines, and then there's synergy between the public sector and the private sector. The wealth of nations will explode in Nigeria. And that's the vision I have. That's my dream. I am a Nigerian. I am Professor Kingsley Moghalu, former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria from 2009 to 2014. Now a presidential aspirant on the platform of the Young Progressive Party, YPP. Before my time at the Central Bank, I spent 17 years in the United Nations as a United Nations official. I served in New York at the UN headquarters, I served in Cambodia, I served in Croatia, I served in Tanzania, and I served in Switzerland. Most of my career was spent in nation building, rebuilding and fixing broken nations like Cambodia, Croatia, Rwanda, like Nigeria is broken today. After my time at the Central Bank, after my 5-year tenure, which ended in 2014, I was appointed a professor of the practice in international business and public policy at the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy at Tufts University in Massachusetts, USA. Tufts University is one of the premier universities in the United States, and the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy is one of the world's top 3 schools of international affairs. Now I am putting myself forward for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is time.
So it's a pleasure having you on Matters Horizon.
Thank you very much.
What's your plan? What's your template? What's your message as you're going in for the highest office in Nigeria, the presidency, come next year?
Well, I have a vision to heal Nigeria and build a nation, to reform and transform Nigeria's economy by attacking poverty and unemployment. I have a vision to restore Nigeria's standing in the world. The reason why this is my vision, and I feel very uniquely qualified to execute this vision if I'm given the opportunity by being elected to be president, is because if you look at my career, I have been prepared. I have the character, I have the capacity, I have the competence, and I have the track record. I worked in the United Nations for 17 years, building and fixing broken nations, from Cambodia to Croatia, from Rwanda to Angola. I was Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria after the global financial crisis, when we reformed the Nigerian financial system. We stabilized the financial system. I played a very important role in the management of Nigeria's economy, and we had a very good track record of success. Number 3, the whole question of Nigeria's place in the world. I have been a diplomat. I have served the United Nations. I have a doctorate degree in international relations from the London School of Economics and Political Science. I've been a professor in some of the world's most prestigious universities. And I have the networks, the connections around the world, the conceptual understanding of international relations, the practical experience of international relations. And so, quite clearly, I'll be able to protect and project Nigeria's interest in the world, which today is actually very, very weak.
Okay, Nigeria today, some people consider zoning whenever the presidency is mentioned. Especially, we saw that in 2015, and 2019 is around the corner. Some people are saying it's not for the Southeast. How do you think you're going to go through this hurdle?
Zoning is backward, and it is one of the reasons why Nigeria today is a failed nation. Zoning is not in Nigeria's constitution. It is simply a contraption by old, recycled political elites to keep themselves in power perpetually and continue to recycle mediocrity. It is time for meritocracy. I am a Nigerian. I have every right as a citizen of Nigeria to offer myself to the people of Nigeria to elect me as their president. Let me tell you why zoning doesn't work. The problems of Nigeria are not zoned.
Okay.
We have poverty, we have insecurity, we have corruption, we have economic failure. None of these problems is zoned to any particular part of Nigeria. Therefore, you cannot zone the search for a leader whose business it is to help us get out of these problems. You're supposed to be looking for somebody who can do the job. That's what we need. You don't care if you're sick. You don't care where your doctor comes from. You simply want somebody who can heal you. Is that not so? So why would we in this country continue to talk about a practice that was just formed inside one political party, the PDP, when they thought they would be in power for 60 years, as they claimed? So this is backwardness, and I think it is time to elect the best to take care of the affairs of the rest. I believe I am the best, and I have a vision for Nigeria. It is time we stepped away from all these things. Another problem with zoning is this. Zoning, as it has been practiced in Nigeria, has kept people from certain parts of the country down politically. Has left people, for example, in the Southeast.
Okay.
I am running as a Nigerian candidate for the Nigerian presidency. I am not an ethnic candidate. I'm a Nigerian, and I'm a candidate for all Nigerians. But let us look at certain realities. The Southeast has never been able to produce someone who aspired or succeeded in becoming president of this country. One of the reasons for this is zoning. They have used zoning to make people in the southeastern part of this country believe that they are politically second-class citizens. And political contractors from this part of Nigeria who are just looking for their stomach, a failed leadership elite, has bought into this and is selling it to the people. Nigerians everywhere, whether in the north, whether in the west, whether in the southeast, whether in the south-south, we are all Nigerians and we are all equal. Nobody should stop, people should stop telling me that because of the part of Nigeria I come from, by implication, I am second class. I can only be the vice president. I can only aspire to be vice president. I don't have the mentality of a slave. I'm a free-born Nigerian. I was born free and will die free. I am qualified, I have the background, I have the vision, and I have what it takes to take Nigeria into the 21st century with a different type of leadership that doesn't focus on all these ethnic ethnic divisions or tribal this or tribal that, zoning here, zoning there. People who want to continue to zone can zone themselves into poverty more and more in 2019. They can zone themselves into more unemployment. They can zone themselves into more herdsmen killings. For me, 2019 is zoned to competence.
Thank you. One last thing that I would like you to highlight right here is this issue of restructuring of Nigeria. You've said that Nigeria is broken, and people are looking out for a solution to mend Nigeria. Now, how will you handle various agitations coming from different quarters? From the east, they are agitating for Biafra.
Yeah.
From the west, they are agitating for Duduwa. There are some faction of people in the north talking about Islamic State. Now, how do you, as the president that will be sworn in next year, handle these concerns?
Yeah. The first job of the president, and that is one of the areas where I'm very well equipped, is to give Nigeria a vision that we can all work towards achieving. We have to establish a national ambition that unites us all beyond our ethnic groups or the part of the country we come from. Number two, we will have to constitutionally restructure this country to bring it back to true federalism with devolution of powers down to the 6 geopolitical zones, the 6 regions. That is my vision. Then there will be common services at the center in Abuja, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Central Bank of Nigeria, Immigration, security, customs, those types of things. But most other aspects of governance should be handled more locally so that the political leadership can be more accountable for the people, to the people. Abuja is too far from somebody sitting in Nnewi or somebody sitting in Ijeburemo. So people need to hold their leaders more accountable. So I believe that we should constitutionally restructure Nigeria, because also Nigeria is officially a federation. But the way Nigeria is being run today, in reality, it's a unitary state. That unitary state has resulted in some people developing a mentality of hegemony, as if power belongs to them, and other people are second-class citizens and kept out of political power. This is what is leading to the agitations and the feelings of marginalization in the southwest, in the southeast, in the south with the Niger Delta militants, some parts of the north. So the only way to build this country is to return it to true federalism on the basis of the 1963 Constitution with necessary amendments. That is what we need. Now, when this is done, the first impact it will have that is positive is that all these agitations will end, because different regions in Nigeria will pretty much be able to be in charge of their own affairs, but enjoy the economies of scale that give us an advantage of being one country. You see what I'm saying? Instead of breaking up into several little countries, we will get everything that we need inside a big, potentially powerful Federal Republic of Nigeria, in which there is equity and justice, and nobody feels marginalized.
Okay, talking about feeling of being marginalized or feeling of marginalization, there's a lot of there's this kind of mistrust among Nigerians.
Yes.
And that has created, like pointed out, that Southeasterners are now being molded into thinking that they are second class and they can only aspire for the second, maybe the vice president or something lesser.
Yeah.
Now, how do you handle this political apathy in the Southeast?
Yes.
This distrust, how do you build it back again?
Yes.
The confidence.
Yes, the confidence can be restored through political education. We need to educate people in the southeastern part of Nigeria that they should stop this habit of turning their back on what is going on in Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to all of us. And if you are not at the table, then you are on the menu. That is the problem. If you turn your back, decisions will be taken in which you are not participating. Decisions that affect your business. Meanwhile, you claim you're going about your business. I don't care about the politicians. But the politicians are taking decisions that affect your livelihood. And those decisions are not very good decisions, because those politicians are not competent. So it is time that people like us, who have the kind of international and national experience and track record of performance, should be political leaders in Nigeria. The time has passed for our recycled politicians. They have failed. What we need now is true leaders to really manage our affairs in this country and give everybody a sense of justice, a sense of equity, a sense of fairness and equal opportunity. That's what we need. Our economy in this country will begin to boom when Nigeria is restructured. Why? Because each of the 6 geopolitical regions, 6 geopolitical zones, has economies of scale. Each one of them can be a market for trade, for manufacturing inside itself. And then with other regions, then you can begin to see economic competition. People in this region are looking at this geopolitical zone and saying, they're doing better. And they're holding the head of their own geopolitical zone accountable. Why are we not doing as well as this other region? That's what we need to do. Not relying, worshipping the God of small things, which is what Nigeria has done for the past 50 years. What is the God of small things? The oil price. Politics in this country is about who will control the oil in the Niger Delta. Meanwhile, the age of oil is coming to a close. By 2040, cars in Europe, in France, in UK will no longer be driven with petrol. They will be using electric vehicles. What is going to happen to us then? We need a generational shift in leadership. We need a younger group of leaders who understand economics and who can manage Nigeria's economy. People who are globally exposed, who can take us into the 21st century. I represent that kind of leadership.
Thank you. It's a pleasure having you on Matters Horizon.
Thank you very much.
I hope to have you again on our subsequent programs.
You're very welcome.
I believe you enjoyed the program. Thank you for watching this far. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red button and the bell beside it. For more news updates, don't forget to visit our website, www.bvichannel1.com. To download our apps, please, from the description below, you will see the links to our mobile apps, Android, iOS, and Windows. Get them on your mobile devices and you have all the information at the tips of your finger. Till I come your way next time, I still remain Associate Peters, saying, stay blessed and above all, stay safe. Goodbye.